Hey, what's up? I'm Roman Arcefis, and today we're checking out Thall Amp by Thall Audio. Just a little plug before we move further. I've been a full-time music producer and mixing engineer for over 15 years. And songs I've worked on have millions of views and streams. I've made music for big YouTubers, movies, games, you name it. Throughout the years, I've learned so much about the craft, including lots of stuff you won't just find hanging around on YouTube. And I'd really love to share all that knowledge with you and help you out on your own musical journey. So if you're looking for mentorship, one-on-one lessons, or actual production work, be sure to click that contact link in the description and book a call with me. And now, back to the video. Okay, so now that you heard the demo, let's just see what the plugin can actually do. I have it in the default state here, and I'll just turn knobs and play my guitar. And by the way, I'm using my Aristides 080 SR with Lundgren M8 pickups. So this is just the state the plugin loads in. And yeah, let's take a listen. Yeah, it does the thing. So first of all, I want to actually turn everything off and just keep the amp and the cab loaded, and just turn the drive knob and the EQ knobs. So yeah, the shape actually has the gate, so you'll be hearing some noise now, but yeah, let's just see. Okay. I'd say it doesn't clean up. I mean, it doesn't have to, but yeah. Let's just try to dial in a cleanish kind of tone. Don't know what'll happen, but yeah, here goes. Well, I mean, for an amp that doesn't do cleans, this kind of did cleans, so kudos to Thall Amp. Okay, let's see how the EQ actually reacts. My guess is, I mean, at least by the sound of it, I'd say this is a capture of the ashen tone, and this is just an EQ like slapped on top. I mean, by the sound of it, because it doesn't really kind of interact with the gain structure. So yeah, I just think this is like a static capture, like a NAM or something, and this is just an EQ on top. Well, hey, I mean, this is the sound that this plugin gives, so why not? I mean, yeah. So let's try the shape stuff. So I just turned it on so that the gate works and we don't get any noise. Let's check the gate. Well, it's a simple gate. It does what it should do. Nothing fancy. Okay, low dirt. So this is the parallel fuzz thing, and that's actually really cool. Yeah, at high values, it's a bit weird, but starting from like 20 to like 50, yeah, I think it's cool. Okay, chug. As I understood, this is not just like a low cut. There's something fancy going on there, something that actually accentuates the pick attack. And as I understood, it kind of does it after the frequency we can see here. So below that frequency, it probably cuts lows, and after it, it kind of accentuates the pick attack. So let's see. Up till like 500 hertz, yeah, pretty much does the thing it should do. So it just cuts off lows and makes the pick attack like harder. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Let's get this back and let's just keep the gate on and let's check out the pitch section. So whammy, I mean, it's whammy. And first, when I actually tried the plugin, I thought that it just went in steps, so like this. But then I actually watched the video from Home Audio, and they told that you should actually press shift, and then it goes like in the proper way without steps. Pretty cool. The cleanse thing. Okay, we have a tooltip here. When cleanse is enabled, low dirt and thicken will be disabled when whammy is not at 0. Useful for creative automation moves. Okay, cool. Now the thicken thing is the low octave thing that gets mixed in to the signal. So let me show you. And it's so cool that they actually added this parallel button here. So you can kind of take it and put it through another instance of the amp, as I understood. Yeah, and I started fiddling with the high cut knob, and that actually, if you bring it all up to 20 kilohertz, it actually makes it act like an ordinary whammy on the octave down mode. So like with the full frequency response. Cool. And they also have this here, the pitch latency thing that kind of brings your your active signal, like the main sound you're playing through. It brings it back to actually match the thickened part, so that you don't have that kind of doubling sound like when you play with the octave enabled. Cool. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with the pitch section. Now, they have this cool thing that I didn't actually really notice at first. This thing that's a lo-fi switch. Yeah, then we have low cut and high cut. This is pretty self-explanatory, but yeah. Then the tuner. The tuner works well. And now let's just try and actually turn off the cab. And I'll just put a GGD Zilla cab after it just to hear it with another cab, because why not? Okay, so this is what we'll be using here. My favorite Swedish technique preset from Misha here. Yeah. As I understood the amp, the amp in Thall Amp is tailored to a more dark cab. To a really dark cab, because the Swedish technique is not actually that bright, but it's probably brighter than the cab that Thall Amp has. So it's kind of brightish with third-party cabs. So you'll have to work the EQ a bit to make it work. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, I think that's kind of it. Oh, yeah, of course I missed the whole match section. So let's check that out. So match. This is, again, as I understood, this is a baked-in DI signal from Buster. And you can basically match your guitar to his DI signal and just get the tone as close as possible to the original, which means to the Ashen tone from Humanity's Last Breath. So let's just check it out. Click here to listen. Let's go. Okay, we listened. I think now it shows what it actually will do to my signal to get closer to Buster's signal. Let's just bring back the high end presence. Okay, so amount, smooth. Yeah, smooth. You can actually see what it's doing. If you look close, it's kind of smoothing out the EQ curve. Let's keep it at 50. And amount, I mean, it's the amount of the EQ match. And you can definitely tell this is Buster's DI because he always does the like hard high cut on his DIs because he doesn't like the noise guitars make. Yeah, so this is definitely his DI. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's an EQ match to another DI. It does what it should do. I'm not a fan of EQ matching DIs, so I'll keep it off. We also have this input learning thing that actually learns the input volume of your DI signal, and it kind of compensates the input level. Let's try it. Yeah, it took out a bit. How much did it take? Minus 3.3 dB. Yeah, I'd say this is nicer. I mean, feeling-wise. Because I kind of had a feeling that the gain was a bit too much, but yeah, it did the thing, it compensated, now it works great. So, I think we kind of went through everything in the plugin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's all. So yeah, sounds great. I mean, for the stuff it does, this is a no-brainer. So that's all for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're interested in stems and DIs from the demo section of this video, definitely check out my Patreon. Lots of interesting stuff there, links in the description. And again, if you want to book me for mentorship, lessons, or actual production work, go to my website and just use the contact form. Links also in the description. This was Roman Aristides. See you soon.